With me is, of course, Dr. Najma Heptulla. Welcome TV Asia and Houston.
Thank you very much. If you look at the word Qaumi is Urdu, Ekta is Hindi, Committee is English. So it covers 3 languages and all the ethnic groups in India, because some of them would be speaking one of these languages. So I think that's a very good thing, and I'm happy that they have brought it to Houston, where there is a very multi-ethnic culture here. Indians, different Indians coming from different part of India. When we go abroad, we should be Indians rather than anything else. I'll tell you a very interesting story. I was once in Africa, in Zimbabwe. We had gone for a Commonwealth conference, and I was sitting in the hotel, and there were people coming and taking one person. Somebody from Maharashtra will take the speaker of Maharashtra. Somebody from Bihar will come and take the speaker of Bihar, because all the speakers were with us from various states. Someone will come from Punjab and take the Sardarji, who was the speaker of Punjab Assembly. And someone asked me, "You are not going anywhere, you are sitting over here." I said, "I belong to India, and no Indian is here to take me, because they are either Biharis or Punjabis or Maharashtrian or Gujaratis." So they started laughing. I said, "Don't laugh. It is very serious, because we all are Indian first, then anything else." And they got the hint from me, and next day all of them joined together, and as Indians they gave us a reception where everybody went.
These tough times when we hear about the Mumbai bombings and things happened, what would your suggestion would be for people living abroad to stay together, and what would you suggest to them?
Well, I feel that there is a need to explain how this bombing took place and what it happened. And I tell you one thing about, there have been a lot of terrorist attacks in India. I was in the parliament just about 30 meters, mind it, just 30 meters away from 30 kilograms of RDX and hundreds of hand grenades and other arsenal. And my door was always open, and these terrorists came to the parliament to attack. And fortunately, they were all killed. But in this process, my personal assistant, his name was Yadav, who was with me for almost 15 years, he was killed, because he is the one who told us that the terrorists have come and you should close the door. And so I almost had a just very close brush with terrorism. And there have been many terrorist attacks in the trains in Bombay. Then there were attacks in the marketplaces in Delhi. But the impact, I think, what happened in Bombay, even from the point of view of television, because it happened at the level of society which is called the high society, the Mumbai high society, as in India we call it page 3 people who are always in the news, and they are the ones who used to perhaps look at terrorism on the television, but they never thought that it is going to attack them. They never thought that it can happen to them personally. And when it happened, they really were shaken. And so were the media, because the media was there for all 3 days. The terrorists were sort of capturing the premises, and they were fighting. Thank God that everything was over, but what a loss it was. And good that one chap is captured and he is giving us all the information, so we know from where they came. But the most important thing is that it has kind of an awakening for a class which is more vocal, which can speak about it to the television, to the media, to the people. And they organized those candlelight movements and making a chain. So there is much more conscious awareness about the danger of terrorism, that nobody is safe from it. And the one more important thing which I feel was that those ulama, all the religious people also came out very, very strongly, and they said that these people are not doing anything which is Islamic, so we don't want to be buried in our Qabristan. They are not Muslim, they are not acting as Muslim, and we don't want them in our Qabristan. And I think that was the most important thing which happened, because they are using the name of religion. They are misusing the religion. While we are abroad, we should try to unite as we were united, but regardless of political platform or the party we belong to, we all were together. And Mr. Advani, whose party I belong to now, made one of the best speeches on this, and I'm very happy for it.
My last question is, the Samajwadi Party has wanted to field Sanjay Dutt as a member of parliament, if this is right. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know about Sanjay Dutt and what is the legal position, because he was convicted, and so illegally, if he is not, there is no bar. Anybody can contest, because it has to be acceptable according to our norms of People's Representation Act. If he's okay, fine, I have no problem. I like Sanjay very much. He's a very, very nice person. And unfortunately, this thing happened, and I think it was very unfortunate for Sanjay's life. I'm very fond of him, and I really worked very hard those days when Sunil Dutt was alive to see that Sanjay is out, and he is out of all the blames. But you know how things are.
Yes.
Amir is my nephew.
Yes, I know that.
And his movie, I don't know how, I haven't seen Ghajini.
I've seen.
How is it?
It's very nice.
It's very nice. I believe there's a lot of violence.
It is, but then I thought his expressions were just, which is Amir Khan, precisely for his expressions.
Amir is really very, very, he's a very good actor.
Yes.
He makes it, he puts all his heart and soul into movies, or the job he takes up, that's the most important thing. I have always felt that whatever job one do, I'll tell you something very interesting. I am grandniece of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, and Maulana Sahab said once, he wrote to me when I wanted to join medical college, and I was underage for it, so he sent me a letter from Kashmir, Chashma Shahi. He was resting over there in summer. He says, you must study further, higher, and be an expert into whatever you learn. Whatever profession you take, you should become proficient in it. Urdu mein kehte mahir apne ko karna, you should be proficient in it, so that people will know you for your profession, for your expertise, and not to which caste or which family you belong to. So I have never tried to use his name. I have made my own little place in political life, and whatever I have done, whether it was presiding over the Rajya Sabha, or representing India at United Nations, or even representing Indian Parliament at the Inter-Parliamentary Union, where I got elected as the first ever woman president in the history of 115-20 years of establishment of IPU. So I brought a good name for the country, and that's because my granduncle Maulana Sahab had given me this hint and this mantra, which I always keep. So whatever job one should take, however small it is, one should be proficient in it, one should be an expert in it.
Great. This was In Conversation with Dr. Najma Heptulla. Thank you very much for talking to us at TV Asia.
Thank you. Thank you.